Alrighty, guys and gals, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. I'm Big E. We're back in World of Warcraft Classic era. We are back on the Burglar, the Hobbit, the Gnome Rogue, as it were. This is Mr. Bilbo.
Salutations.
There you are. Made our way to Stormwind, and I'm just doing some house cleaning. Please don't trample me. Doing some house cleaning. Got a few things to do. Went to the bank. We are going to go see a few people here. We're going to go see the leatherworking trainer because we are maxed out. Our skill. Yeah, I made these 5 things up right before I started recording. We're also going to see the first aid trainer. We're maxed out here as well. Yes, sirree. Then we're going to make our way. We're going to do a little bit of a journey into Red Ridge Mountains. We're just going to check in. We're not going to be questing there right now. We're not quite ready. But we have a delivery quest. We're going to be doing some back and forth.
King's honor, friend.
King's honor, brother. Wait a minute. Why am I... Oh, goodness. We're going to learn that.
Light bless you.
Oh, I got to go here. That's right. This is classic.
What can I do for you?
This is classic, so this is what you have to do. Not going to worry about these. I'm not going to train them because they're just... I mean, they're like 2 armor better, but I don't really want to spend...
Be careful.
...any money unnecessarily. However, these are an upgrade. Get some cured light hide and some more light leather. So for the cured light hide, we are going to need some salt. And let's purchase some salt from the supplies.
Well met.
Person. It's, let's see. What do we got? We got a little bit of money here. I can actually sell all of these things that I made. I did confirm we cannot use the auction house. I was thinking about that, but glad I checked the rules. We are not allowed to use the auction house.
Safe travels.
Part of the rule set. Let's make up some cured light hide, and now we just need the light hide from skinning, and we'll be able to make ourselves some new pants. Seems pretty good to me. That's all for now. First aid trainer, here we come. Going to be Cathedral Square. So we'll take a run through the Dwarven district. Hello there. There's old Jen Langston. She helps run the old... What's it called? The Pig and Whistle Tavern, I do believe. Her family runs that. We got our Minds of Moria music going on. This is from the Lord of the Rings Online soundtrack. Pretty appropriate for the Let's Play. We're currently level 16. This is a permadeath challenge. And hopefully people watching, they know the rule set by now, so probably no sense of me, going over them at the beginning of every episode. If you're not sure, if you just happen to catch this one first, definitely watch the first episode first. This is how we create our character using dice and go over all of the rules, all of that good stuff. And once again, it says in the description of the video, but credit goes to Nixium. As far as I know, Nixium created this challenge. Now, this is my 2nd season of it, and I've done my own little custom rule set, especially with this season. But the base rule set is definitely his. Here we are.
Greetings.
Shanna, journeyman first aid.
Farewell.
Now we'll be able to make...
Light be with you. Be careful. Well met. Safe travels.
Right. Okay. We may not get 5 points out of this. They made it very difficult once an item goes green to get skill points. It's really, really a massive waste of resources. Sometimes you get lucky, but usually not. I don't think we're going to make this one. We're trying to get to 80. We have 5 chances to do it. I'll take that.
Need help?
I definitely did not expect that we would get there.
Light bless you.
Alrighty. Now we're moving on to wool. We may as well make the rest of these up. I have no other need for the linen, and then we'll just sell the bandages. Well, the extra bandages. We'll just keep 20 on us.
Light be with you.
Hello, how you doing, sir? Yeah, we'll sell the 11. Keep the 20. Alrighty.
For the Alliance.
For the Alliance. Let's move on. It's not going to be a super long journey, but we will also be able to pick up the flight point, Red Ridge. But we are relaying a message from Gryan Stoutmantle. And there's going to be a lot of back and forth with this quest. We won't be able to finish the entire quest chain. What am I doing? Not sure. This quest chain leads into the Dead Mines. Pretty decent quest reward as well. But we will get a couple upgrades along the way, I do believe. If we survive. We cannot group up with other players. I don't believe. I could be wrong on that. Now, I know orcs can definitely group up. But I may have set a specific rule set with the gnomes. And if you're thinking, well, the hobbits were a band. Yes, they were. And I've mentioned this before. What I try not to lean one way or the other too much. Like if I leaned really heavy into Lord of the Rings, this would be a different Let's Play. If I leaned really heavy into WoW, we wouldn't have as much Lord of the Rings stuff. So I tried to, I did the best I could. Many, many different ways to play this. But I was sort of thinking about towards the end, it was mainly Frodo and Sam, right? And then it was Frodo, it was Frodo mostly. The ring was getting to him. Gollum was whispering in his ear, and it was pretty much him. Of course, Sam saves the day. If you think about it, without Sam, Frodo most likely would have been consumed. Dinglefuse. Hello, Dinglefuse. How's everyone doing? Happy Tuesday to you. I do believe this comes out on a Tuesday. I really hope the quality is good. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I've had at least 2 videos that did not finish processing past like 360p. Thanks, YouTube. Appreciate it. One of those videos was up there for almost 3 days. Just would not process. Nothing I could do about it. You can't really contact YouTube. They tell you to go to their help forum. Right? Like, thanks. There's Antonio Pirelli. He carries, he's a specialty vendor.
Hey there.
How you doing? Carry stuff like this if you're doing a hardcore challenge. Good to check in with this guy. These are actually wonderful, but we're 4 levels away from 20, so I don't want to spend the money on them and then get an upgrade before we can use them. Got a level 40 here. Doesn't have the mount yet, I guess. The only thing that I can think of that's causing the issue with YouTube not rendering the video, them not processing it, I did increase my bit rate by a significant amount for my recordings. I think I more than doubled it. That could have something to do with it, but I'm not sure. I don't know. It's pretty frustrating, though, to have a video release in 360p after being up on their server for 3 days. Usually, it's a matter of hours. And a typical video for me is probably 40 minutes. But, you know. It's less than 20 gig. Usually they're less than 20 gigs, the file sizes. And if the video's less than a half an hour, sometimes they're 10 gigs or less, you know. Anyway, I do apologize for that. Completely out of my hands. And I mean, the only thing I could have done is to not release the video. Could have kept it private until it finished, but I don't like missing the regular release schedule, so I opted not to do it. Just release them. Best case scenario is people, a lot of people listen or watch on their second monitor, just have it open, so maybe it works out. I wonder where he went. Oh, he's going to get his mount. He's going to get his mount. He's going to the Eastvale logging camp. That would have been pretty cool to witness. You know what? This is the kind of player we are. We're going to go cheer at this guy. This is a big deal. This is a big moment. He's going to purchase the mount, and he's going to purchase the skill, and he is going to mount up. This is Mr. Carbide from Mancrick. We are going to cheer this guy on. You are not going to do this alone, my friend. Look at this. There it is right there. Now he's going to go pick out the... He's good. This is what he's doing. He's browsing.
Hooray!
He's browsing for... He's selected the one that he wants. He's making the purchase.
Woohoo!
Carbide, Nice of Stormwind. Mount up, my friend. He's looking. He's looking over the brown. He's going to go check out the chestnut. May I suggest the Pinto? Has he made his choice? He had a second thoughts. He's double checking. You don't want to get this wrong. This is massive. I think he's got it locked in. What's it going to be? I have a feeling it's going to be chestnut. Here it is. Here it is.
Hooray!
He went Pinto. He went Pinto.
Woohoo!
Pinto has been chosen.
Woohoo!
Now, he has... There he goes.
Woohoo!
He's off. Farewell, my friend.
Hooray!
Not a single reaction out of him. That doesn't matter. We're not in it for the reaction. This is the type of player we are. He might not even have seen me. Okay, I've got to keep that in mind. He might not even have known that I was there. I'll tiptoe through these wolves. Luckily, we're hidden in the grass. Oh, it's fun. I didn't want him to be alone, but he's going right back. He's just going to be sitting in Stormwind. That's what you do. I'm going to show it off to his guildmates. There he is right there. Look at the legend. There's old Carbide. Heading into Duskwood, maybe? He knows that flight path's a little bit closer. He's probably like, you know what? Now I can ride around and get my herbs and my nodes. Finally. We're looking at level-wise in here. Okay, we're okay. We stick to the road. As mentioned, this is a permadeath challenge. We'll check in with Guard Parker here. We'll be bringing him some lunch. Maybe. Well, I'm not allowed to eat it because I didn't make it myself.
Help? Go with honor, friend.
Let's actually read that quest. What do we have here? Encroaching gnolls. Report to Deputy Felden. Hail, rogue! I am charged to patrol this stretch of road. Although the road is safe for now, I've seen gnoll encampments to the north and east of here. Lakeshire must know of the gathering gnoll force. Report to Deputy Felden in Lakeshire and tell him of the gnolls. Do this, and I'm sure Felden will offer you a scout's wage. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see what a scout's wage is. I'm sure it's barely enough to feed me. It's like an entry-level laborer, maybe? I don't know. What, $5-6 an hour? Maybe under the table? I've done those jobs. Carpenter's helper, whatever you want to call it. These days, you'd probably get a solid $10, right? $10, $15? I don't know. What do I know? Been a long time since I've done that.
Well met.
There are Redridge Knolls that close to Elwyn? Yes. They may be poised to advance into our homeland. Soon the people of Lakeshire may not be the only humans under siege. Here's your pay. Though you bring us dire news, and it comes at a bad time, for we are ill-equipped to deal with it. 2 silver. We'll take it. Yeah, we're not going to pick this up right now. I don't want too many quests in the bag. We will end up doing that quest. Just not right now. A fellow gnome there. Wonder where he's off to. He's summoning. Is it the Void Walker or the Imp? It's going to be the Void Walker. It's the Imp. It's the Imp. He might not have the Void Walker yet. Will you maybe get that at level 20? I forgot about the rogue quest meeting with Lucius. Completely forgot about this. In fact, this is the main reason we have come here.
Interest you on a pint?
Ah, so your fingers are a little fat, eh? Don't worry, Bilbo. I've turned more useless thieves into you than you into accomplished rogues. We've been training thieves here for years. After all, not every rapscallion is born with the grace and finesse of old Lucius. Up off the road here, you'll find Athler's Mill. I got a chest up there with something important inside. Go get it for me. Bring back that token and you'll receive your certificate of thievery.
Off with you.
All right, well, the problem with this quest is not a good area for us. Now, we could stealth in a little shack right here. We could do that. Let's go check in with the mayor. On our way out of here, we're going to check in with Sean and Hillary, and we're going to find Hillary's necklace. It is a safe quest to do. We just have to get wet. We've got to hold our breath for a little bit, which is a big deal in Classic. You got about 5 seconds before you're dead. I've run to the wrong building, naturally. Where am I going? Hello? Is it in here? I thought I was checking in with the mayor. Oh, it's Wiley the Black.
Greetings.
So, Stoutmantle sent you. Will I owe him? What am I about to tell you could cost me my life. The Device Gang is up to something big. Last I heard, they were working in conjunction with various gnolls, kobolds, and even the Dark Lord himself. Take this note to Stoutmantle. It explains as much as I know on the subject.
See you around.
Alrighty, see you around, bro. Yeah, I have not picked up the quest from Gryan yet to check in. We will have to come back and do that. A lot of back and forth with this quest. It's a small amount of XP, but, you know. You get reimbursed plus a little extra for your flight back and forth, I believe. Hello there, mister. Do you have a little time that you could help us out, please? My friend Hillary lost her necklace and we can't find it. We've been fishing all day right here and we looked around here already. The only thing I can think of is that it fell into the lake. Our parents don't want us to swim in the lake. My mom says there's mean things underwater, but you don't look like you're scared of mean things. Could you find it, please? Yeah. Especially if there's a reward. Here it is right here. Sometimes you get lucky. I do not see my breath bar. We need that. We're going to need that showing. There it is. Alrighty. We'll help some children out. They could have the ring. Who knows? They could have picked it up. Right? They're out here messing around the water all day. They could have picked the ring up. They don't even know what they have. Can you imagine if a child had picked up the ring in Lord of the Rings? Would not have worked out too well. Hi, I missed my necklace. My daddy got it for me. Daddy says that there are monsters in the lake. Did you beat up any monsters? A ton of them. Never go in that water. Hello there, cutie.
Hello.
There's old Lemon. Oh, Knights of the Stormwind. She's in the same guild. Thank you for finding my necklace, mister. Mr. Rogue, you are very kind. My kitty thanks you too. Isn't that right, FC? Meow. A little bit over, I think a little bit too loud, now probably too low. It's a fine balance. Can't actually even hear it now. All right, let's pick up this flight point. And we are
Can I
back
help you?
to Westfall.
Be careful.
I can fine-tune it in the edit. Yes, I can. Alrighty. Yeah, we're going to wait on this one for a little bit. If you go in there too low level to that mill, what can happen is you can actually aggro spiders and buzzards that get close because your aggro range is increased when mobs are orange and especially red to you. So we'll wait on that. We're not going to take any chances. Because we could get into a pickle, right? Yeah, I could pop evasion. Yeah, I've got sprint. Yeah, I've got gouge. But on the way out, running away, we could pull more mobs. And then that would be it. That would be it. So we'll be working here in Westfall, getting this stuff done. Honestly, I'd feel comfortable as soon as it turns yellow. I'll be comfortable. Get level, I don't know, 17, 18, probably be okay. We will be able to get our lock picking up. You can pretty much get it 2 levels, I think, right? I mean, at least 80 here. Go get the thing. Oh, maybe this is just capped until we level again. I think that's actually how it works, right? So level 17, it goes to 85. So on and so forth. Probably how it works. I don't have a ton of experience on Rogue, so... There's old Moonbrook in the background. We need to get our chicken out. We're going to need that chicken. We need that chicken. Here he is.
Greetings.
Hello there. Good to see you back, Bilbo. What did Wily have to say for himself? Ah! Should have let that scoundrel rot when I had the chance, but this information is crucial. Good work. I wonder what Wily meant when he mentioned the stonemasons. Perhaps that was a slip of the tongue. Could the Matthias gang be related to the stonemasons? Only one man would know for sure. That is Matthias... Matthias Shaw, he is the head of SI7. Show him Wiley's note and see if he has anything to say or to add to this growing mystery. If you have trouble finding him, check in the back of the barracks.
For the Alliance.
The Alliance, yes, a lot of running around. Is that what we want to do today? I guess so, since we're a half an hour in. However, we are going to be working on... Did I already get it? I guess I already got it. Am I wearing it? Yes, this is the footman tunic. This is what we picked up. Okay, well, this is a pretty uneventful episode, but, you know, sometimes that's how it is. When you're on a mission like this, it's not always... You're not always fighting stuff. Sometimes you gotta work it.
You need
sometimes
something?
you gotta make deliveries, you know? Sometimes there's some back and forth. We're helping out our townsfolk here. Anyway, we're going to head back. We'll talk to Matthias. He will probably tell us to go to Redridge Mountains, and then we'll have to come back here. And I think there's one more trip at least. This also involves us going into Duskwood and speaking to the mayor there. A lot of back and forth. But we will go talk to Matthias Shaw. And then I guess we'll wrap it up. You'll see another episode this Thursday and then Saturday. They do come out on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Yes. Biceps, I believe I've got coming out on Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. This is my protein drink cup. Yes, it is a cottage cheese container. It's the biggest output glass in heavy quotations that I have in my house. It's the only thing that my protein shake will fit in, and I cannot... Well, I can drink it straight out of the blender, but it is a mess. And I don't have a, excuse me, I don't have a great track record with drinking from normal cups as it is. Maybe I'll break down one of these days and buy some large glasses. I have 4 small glasses, but again, it's too small. I don't want to dirty up a glass. My single dudes understand. Maybe even some of my single women might understand. How filthy are a hobbit's feet? I'll tell you how filthy. Probably look like they have black socks on. They're all calloused. Could walk over rocks, not even an issue. It's old Matthias. I'm kind of surprised he doesn't hang out 1 floor above. There's a couple rogues. Oh, look at this. This is Sneaky Jeff. What's up, Sneaky Jeff?
What can I do for you?
The Defies Brotherhood. What business do you have with me? I'm a very busy man standing here. This matter might be more complex than Stout Mantle realizes. The Stonemasons Guild was run by a man named Edwin Van Cleef. Van Cleef was responsible for rebuilding Stormwind after the Orc razed it in the First War. Apparently, Van Cleef and his men were unhappy with their treatment by the king after the reconstruction was complete. That just might explain a thing or two. I gotta say, I've always sided with Van Cleef on this a little bit. I mean, he took it a little bit too far, but I've written a more detailed account for your master in Westfall. Take this to him at once.
Light bless you.
Okay, it's Westfall. I thought he was going to say Darkshire. We should go to Darkshire soon. But right now, we're going to hang out. We'll just chill out here with Lord Tony Romano. There we are. We're going to call this an episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for hanging out. Do appreciate it. You guys and gals take care. Bilbo and I will see you on Thursday.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Take care.